We had a chance to work on a project called The Summer Ghost. Of course, as a little translator editor, not my thing, since I didn't make the thing. But Summer Ghost is like a little anime movie about almost 40 minutes or so. And it has some deep topics: suicide, life after death, out of body experiences, and everything that follows. So there's a lot of room for interpretation. If you give it a try, you can definitely view it the way you have your thoughts about reality and what happens after. But for me, it was like pretty good because like a lot of youth is dealing with traumas, bullying, and being abused and everything else. A lot of people are thinking about suicide, where they like this world or not. It's just like their physical body might have issues. They might have issues in relationship, in life, and studies, and people, and parents, and everything else. And a lot of us end up hating this world, hating this place, asking, why me? Why am I getting this treatment and all this stuff? And then comes suicide. So for me, it's like a very close topic because I've been there and I did get a chance to get out of body, see the differences. The one interesting thing in the movie is that people who were into suicide meet this girl that was actually dead. Of course, like no spoilers, or like trying not to spoil too much. But basically, she was dead, hanging around Earth because she still had a goal. She couldn't find her physical body, and she was clinging to life because she was attached to her mother that she had issues with, and unfinished conversations and everything else. And there's like, it just brings us to that conversation, like what happens when we die. And a lot of people, like in this concept, like suicide, and oh, what if I end up coming back here on Earth? I don't want this to happen. Like, this is the worst fear that people have. So there's a lot of, taboo rules depending on how we look at it. And one of the biggest things to beat it is like getting out of body, trying and practicing lucid dreaming, astral projection, consciousness shifting, quantum jumping. So many names for a very similar experience. You basically use your point of view, your point of consciousness, and put it somewhere else. Let's say right now you're in the physical body, but then think of a place that you might have been at that made you feel really good, relaxed, like content, like, oh wow, like I really like this location. If you have ever traveled and found a spot, maybe it's even like close to your house, but you have just like a spot for yourself, like where you can like really relax and chill, then trying to put your attention and like, let's say, perception there, where you could be a point of view, like while you're sitting in a physical body, you direct your point of attention to that location, try to look around, try to get some smells, and sort of like your perception is the only thing that allows you to explain reality, like this electronic senses and the way Matrix explains it and everything else. This is the only way people can say it's real. So if your senses get to another place, it's just you're gonna get that experience. And like for me, the biggest, I don't know, like issue I'm facing lately is that a lot of people are seeing that getting out of body means you have to have the experience where your physical body falls asleep, you lift out of your body and will see yourself. Because if you just close your eyes and you can see a certain place, that is not an out of body experience for a lot of people. But it's all just definition. I think the way we're trying to define the world and different events, and let's say, again, out of body experience, like astral travel, astral projection, lucid dreaming, and then hallucinations, and then, imagination and fantasy, like tons of names, but eventually the result is the same. You're not present in the physical body, you're somewhere else. And the more you can have your point of attention, your perception elsewhere, is you can actually shift consciousness, get out of body and everything else, and just be there. So the more, let's say, physical body is here, but you're able to see and feel and smell and just experience, perceive the other location, other people, the more you're out there is just the only practice you need. And by that exploring, like in the movie, like that girl could move on and finally like get away from Earth and being trapped by having someone that could get out of body to like help her find the physical body, help her deal with the mom, tell her like, hey, I'm dead, or like whatever happened. And like, so like there's like a lot of interpretations, and I thought like it's a very interesting thing. I hope like more people get to see it. especially it's like specifically young ones or anyone that is experiencing, like thoughts of the suicide, that feel like depressed and everything else, and at the same time they want out of this world. Like this practice of shifting your perception is the best thing. And just like go less with the definition and go more with your senses, with your perception, with how you experience and see everything else. And just that daily practice if you want it to be a thing. So there's that, I guess. Like nothing more to add for now. But Summer Ghost, give it a try, see what you think, see if you're interested, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.